Welcome, dear children. We are learning about nonmetals. And last day you came to know about the nonmetal hydrogen. Today we are going to discuss about the nonmetal oxygen. In this video, you will learn about the role of oxygen, its laboratory preparation, physical properties of oxygen, chemical reactions, and its various uses. Let's begin. Oxygen is a highly reactive nonmetal with the symbol O and atomic number 8. As you all know that it is a member of chalcogen, group 16 in the periodic table. Oxygen is known as the breath of life, which is essential for the existence of life. It plays a critical role in respiration, the energy producing chemistry that drives the metabolism of most living things. We humans, along with many other creatures, need oxygen in the air we breathe to stay alive. Therefore, it is very necessary to maintain the amount of atmospheric oxygen at a constant level. Dear students, you have learnt in lower classes that during respiration, humans and other creatures take oxygen from the atmosphere and return to it carbon dioxide. Whereas by photosynthesis, green plants assimilate carbon dioxide in the presence of sunlight and evolve free oxygen. Almost all the free oxygen in the atmosphere is due to photosynthesis. Let's learn about the presence of oxygen in nature. Do you know oxygen is the third most abundant element in the universe? It makes up nearly 21% of Earth's atmosphere. Now analyze the table. Oxygen accounts for nearly half of the mass of Earth crust and 9/10 of mass of water. There are so many oxygen compounds in the rocks and soil. So from this table, you may realize that the amount of oxygen in nature is quite abundant, right? Well, shall we know about the discovery of oxygen? In 1774, oxygen was discovered by Joseph Priestley. But the name oxygen was given by the French scientist Lavoisier. The name oxygen is derived from the word oxygenes, which means the acid producer. Next, we will learn about the laboratory preparation of oxygen. The compound potassium permanganate, KMnO4, is quite familiar to you, right? Usually, oxygen is prepared in the laboratory by heating potassium permanganate. Let us do this experiment. Take some potassium permanganate crystals in a dry boiling tube. Heat the boiling tube. Observe the changes taking place here. Introduce a glowing incense stick into the boiling tube. What do you observe? You can see the flaring up of the glowing matchstick, can't you? What may be the reason for the flaring up of the glowing incense stick? Absolutely, it is due to the presence of oxygen. Let's write the equation for this reaction. 2 KMnO4 plus heat gives K2MnO4 plus MnO2 plus O2. That is, the compound potassium permanganate decomposes on heating gives potassium manganate, manganese dioxide and oxygen. This type of chemical reaction is known as decomposition reaction. Let us define what are decomposition reactions. The reactions in which the process of forming two or more products due to the decomposition of a compound is called decomposition reaction. That is, a compound breaks down to give two or more simple products. See these examples. Have you all learned about electrolysis reaction? It is an example of a decomposition reaction. That is, on passing electricity, water decomposes to give hydrogen and oxygen. Understood? Okay, certain statements related to oxygen are given in the table. Now, can you write the true statements related to oxygen? Is there any color and order for this gas? No, right? What about the solubility in water? Is it soluble or insoluble? Oxygen is soluble in water, right? And what about the nature of combustion? Whether it burns or helps burning? Yes, oxygen supports combustion. So, all the above mentioned characteristics are the physical properties of oxygen. Let us consolidate once again. Oxygen is a colorless and an odorless gas. It is soluble in water and supports combustion. The process of burning of a substance in oxygen is called combustion. So remember, the combustion takes place only in the presence of an oxygen. Now let's learn about the various chemical reactions of oxygen. First one is reaction with metals. When a metal reacts with oxygen, metal oxide is formed. That is, metals like aluminium, iron, etc. loses its luster as the time passes by. This is only because of the formation of oxides on the metal. Reactions of nonmetals with oxygen. Oxygen reacts with nonmetals such as sulfur, carbon, hydrogen, etc. to produce sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, water respectively. Understood? Next we are going to learn about the uses of oxygen. What is the main role of oxygen? Well, it is used for the respiration process for all the human beings and other creatures. It is used for the combustion process. It is used as an oxidizing agent in the rocket fuels. And also you know that it is used for the artificial respiration. So in this video, we learnt about the role of oxygen, its physical and chemical reactions and the uses. So it's the time to wind up today's class. See you in the next class. Thank you.